It seems Remy Ma is finally coming to terms with the fact that she let the biggest opportunity of her life slip away. And I'm not referring to money. I'm talking about Papoose. She cheated on him for months with one of his protégés, and now that he's truly moved on, she's just starting to understand what she gave up. But here's the twist. Papoose isn't looking back because he's happily focused on his future with his new partner, Clarissa Shields. And Clarissa isn't about to let Remy slide back into the picture, especially after she came out swinging, revealing all the shady things Remy's been doing behind the scenes. She even exposed that Remy has been sending Papoose some inappropriate pictures, trying to lure him back into her life. So, what's Remy's endgame here? Is she trying to sabotage Papoose's happiness out of spite, or does she genuinely want him back? Let's dive into it because this tea is scalding hot. Alright, so Remy is clearly feeling some type of way about Clarissa and Papoose's relationship. And it's not just because she lost her man, it's because Clarissa isn't just some Instagram model Pap picked up for fun. She's the real deal. A world-class boxer, not some random model or reality TV star. According to sources, this really bothers Remy because she can no longer claim that Papoose's situation has gone downhill. Now, I'm not implying that Remy isn't successful in her own right. She's definitely made a name for herself as a rapper in the past, and she's doing okay now. But like I mentioned earlier, there's no way she can argue that Clarissa is a step down. Remember, she and Papoose called it quits after she cheated on him with Ease of the Block captain.
If you f***ing nigga, just tell him stop spewing the business. If Phil thought you was f***ing the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking to Rock and Michelle, Pap and Rim. Yeah, that's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. We didn't even think that y'all marriages still have to go through them stages. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how he think this woman the greatest. He held you down in prison for 6 years.
Now we gotta address the elephant in the room. Like Geechee went crazy. You know, the whole, can we even talk about the whole Easy to Papoose now that he don't talk as much as they talked on the stage?
Oh, Geechee?
Yes.
His third was the blogs for the past few months.
The blog, okay.
That's what it's not like.
Okay. But he was, I don't know if you, how comfortable or uncomfortable you were with him standing there just saying all of this to you.
Listen, it's battle rap. I knew when I got in here, like I done been to 1,000 battles, seen the battle of turns, say something to me, say something to Smack, like so I'm used to it. It's like to be expected. It's not the first time somebody said my name in one of the rounds. But
Right.
Papoose was so angry that he got into a fight with Dizzy and knocked him out. But that was the moment he completely decided he was done with Remy, even though she didn't realize it at the time. She spent months denying the affair, insisting that her marriage with Papoose was perfectly fine and that people were just making up rumors. However, Papoose made it clear he had moved on and soon publicly began his relationship with Clarissa. Even though he was with Clarissa, he tried to remain respectful towards Remy, never calling her out for cheating or saying anything harsh to shame her publicly. However, Remy wasn't pleased with Papoose being with Clarissa, and she decided to make things difficult for both of them by airing their drama on social media. She timed it perfectly to coincide with the release of a movie based on Clarissa's life, starring Ryan Destiny and other artists. The film was a major project, and Clarissa needed as much positive attention as she could get. Fans quickly suspected that Remy was trying to ruin her success out of jealousy. On Instagram, Remy went after both Papoose and Clarissa, sharing private text messages between Clarissa and Papoose. One message from Clarissa read, "You take accountability. You are the one who is married. If you can at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safe or to communicate you fell asleep in the Sprinter." It seemed that Clarissa and Papoose had been sneaking around even before things ended between Papoose and Remy, with Clarissa asking him to be honest and upfront with her. Remy mocked Clarissa for this, posting, "Papoose done fell asleep on the thigh. Phone with Clarissa laying in my house, refusing to leave. This is supposed to be a world champion boxer, but gets scared and hangs up as soon as she hears my voice. Now I'm telling everything. Oh, and baby girl, you're not the only one. But she didn't stop there. Remy continued, "This lady, Clarissa Shills, and that awful publicity team have been spreading lies about me every single day to make me look bad and make him seem like God's gift. I begged Pat to set the record straight, but he kept telling me to stay quiet, that it was the best thing to do. Well, I'm tired. Oh, and he said he would never sleep with you because you're ugly. But don't worry, I saw everything. Now the world will know since you're so tough." Let's be honest, Remy probably thought Papoose would come running back as soon as she snapped her fingers. She probably assumed he'd never really move on, since for so many years, he was completely dedicated to her. I mean, let's not forget, this man stood by her side when she was locked up for 6 years. He married her in prison, held her down, never cheated, and waited for her like some Disney fairy tale prince. But what did Remy do the second she got out? She cheated. And not just a one-time mistake. She was sneaking around with Easy the Block, captain for months behind Papoose's back. When the truth came out, Pap was like, "Yeah, nah, I'm good." He walked away from the marriage and moved on like the king he is, and Remy definitely didn't see that coming. At first, Pap and Clarissa kept their relationship on the down low. It wasn't blasted all over social media, and people thought Pap was just taking his time after his long marriage ended. But then, out of nowhere, Pap made it public with Clarissa. And baby, the internet lost it. What really bothered Remy? Clarissa is no step down. This woman is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, a multi-division world champion, and one of the most accomplished female athletes ever. Remy couldn't even pretend Pap had downgraded. This wasn't some random rebound girl. Clarissa is successful, wealthy, talented, and respected worldwide. And Remy? She couldn't handle it. So what did she do? She got messy. She went on a social media tirade, attacking Pap and Clarissa, leaking private texts, and trying to make them look bad. She even attempted to sabotage Clarissa's upcoming movie, which was scheduled to release around the same time she started all this drama. Remy was really trying to ruin everything just to be petty. She shared texts between Clarissa and Papoose, attempting to make it look like Clarissa was desperate for his attention while he was still with Remy. She wrote that Papoose, being foolish, fell asleep on the phone with Clarissa while she was at her place. He wouldn't leave, even though he was supposed to be a world champion boxer. She claimed that Clarissa got frightened and hung up as soon as she heard her voice. Then, she mocked Clarissa even further, adding, "Oh, and sweetie, you're not the only one. You seem really desperate out here. My guy played you. Like, girl, you cheated and now you're acting like the victim?" But Clarissa wasn't going to sit back and let Remy talk all reckless. She clapped back hard, saying, "I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is embarrassing herself like this. Total clown behavior." And Remy tried to respond with some sly shade. But Clarissa quickly shut it down. And if that wasn't enough, Clarissa then exposed that Remy had been sending Pap thirst traps on the side, trying to pull him back. Why would she go to such lengths if she didn't want him back? She knows full well that he's about to propose to Clarissa, and she simply can't handle it. Word on the street is that Pap is getting ready to pop the big question, and after everything he's endured with Remy, he's still willing to believe in love again. Clarissa, on the other hand, is completely on board with this new chapter in their lives. She recently shared how deeply she loves Pap, saying, "I love him. I love his support. It's unlike anything I've experienced before." Y'all, you just know Remy must be breaking down, crying and losing her mind, seeing everything unfold like this. Not only did she lose her man, but he's now happier than ever without her. And now she's stuck trying to win him back by being sneaky and sending him photos. But Clarissa isn't someone to mess with. She's not about to let Remy ruin her relationship, and she's ready to make things ugly if necessary. But what do y'all think? Do you think Remy is truly trying to win Pap back, or is she just trying to sabotage his happiness out of jealousy? And do you believe Pap is actually going to propose to Clarissa soon? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the next video because baby, this tea is far from over.